Blacksheep. These things look really nice. Man, when we got them in just a
Yeah.
couple days ago, that thing looks really dope. So,
Yeah, I can see you just got all the black sheep in, and we're extremely excited about these. Um, the black sheep is just another way of doing carbon fiber, epoxy, EPS composite boards. It's a exciting, beautiful build. Um, Once again, it uses a variety of materials, but the defining feature, and look on these black sheep is the entire deck and rails are wrapped with one layer of a tri-directional carbon fiber. When you say tri-directional, the fiber is arranged in three different ways. It goes nose to tail, so there's threads of carbon that go vertical nose to tail, and then there's another layer that goes like at a 45 this way, and a third layer that goes at a 45 that way. There's no carbon that goes at a right angle. It's all on, 45s like this, and then a 0 to 90. So
wow.
what you get with the carbon is you get a very lively board. It's an exciting, lively, electric feel under your feet whenever you ride boards that are full deck carbons. We pioneered some really fun builds of carbon like this with the Black Dart build out of Florida, a decade ago. And we had a nice run with those, but it sort of fell out of favor. We were kind of the only ones sort of raising the flag on carbon fiber boards like that. We did, we did Black Dart, we did C3 with the cork, and it just, I don't know, people were a little nervous about it. It didn't really catch on. And then these guys down in San Diego, the Dark Arts guys, started really building these beautiful top and bottom carbon boards and had a lot of success with competitive surfers like, John and Philippe, and kind of brought the carbon boards back to the forefront. And we're like, wow, like now it's getting popular. Now it's being accepted. These guys kind of did the marketing for us. So we said, let's get back and do some more of these because we know how to do them and we love riding them, and see if the market, the surfers are ready for them now. So traditionally, we've felt that the carbon on the top and the bottom, they tend to get, sort of stiff and maybe a little over-engineered. We do them, we call Black Dart double darts, but these with the Black Sheep, we wanted to make a really pliable, forgiving, lively, kind of playful construction. So we keep the carbon just to the deck. Keep the carbon just on the deck, it lends itself to a more forgiving, kind of pliable, torsionally flexible board. We don't even wrap the carbon onto the bottom. You notice the carbon stops right at the edge, because if you were to wrap it all the way onto the bottom, then you create this C shape. It really makes it a lot harder to flex the board. We wanted this board to be a really flexible, playful, forgiving feel underfoot. Yeah, so we don't wrap onto the bottom. So these boards, they're 1.5 pound EPS. The bottom has 2 layers of 4-ounce fiberglass. So it's basically 8 ounces of fiberglass on the bottom, doubled up. And then the deck, we have a layer of fiberglass under the carbon, and then we have the carbon, and then we have another layer of fiberglass that wraps over the carbon and onto the bottom. So there's actually laps that go onto the bottom, but it's fiberglass, not carbon.
Yeah, you can't even see
layers on the deck and
so
2
clean.
layers on the bottom.
It's so clean.
It's so clean. And this is the special Triax carbon. It's a non-crimp weave, meaning the fabric doesn't kind of weave or bend in and over and under each other. They lay flat on each other. So it's a real flat kind of fusing of the carbon. So it's stronger that way. It's not like loaded up and bent and crimped. It also holds less resin. So you can saturate the cloth without it holding in between all the chains of it being woven, like a woven fabric, like you wear in a t-shirt. But what you get with that is less resin, so you can use more material, more glass, and it's still light. So you can, when you add glass, but it's a dry, non-resin rich layup, you replace resin with cloth and you get a stronger board, you get a lighter board. And then also, because the carbon goes like at a 45
mm-hmm.
it controls the torsional flex really nicely. It doesn't let the board twist too much underfoot. And you don't have a breaking point. You don't have a right angle where the boards are easily going to crease or break. There's also, it's just a theory, but standing on the board in the center, the fiberglass, the carbon, not the fiberglass, the carbon goes out at these 45s and they almost connect your heel and your toes to a wider part of the rail. So when you're driving on your rails, you're driving into your toes, say, and pushing down, that force is translating outward in a 45-degree angle both ways. And you're engaging your force, your pressure is like locking into more rail. It's like connecting to a longer rail line, because that glass that you're pushing on under your foot is radiating outwards, to like a 2 or 3 foot point apart from each other.
Yeah.
And in theory, it gives you more control of your rail. It's they're fun. The guys are loving them. We started throwing some of the pro surfers on them. Myself and Ben, who's our president, and Mike, my partner, we've been riding them. We go to the wave pool and we've been testing out all the models and enjoying like high repetition, and they get banged up and we're traveling with them and smashing them into the walls and the concrete floor of the pool. They're holding up and they're really lively and electric underfoot. You can like load it up in that tight little pocket and just spring out and up into the lip. And we're having a lot of fun with them.
Oh man, I can't wait to try one.
You haven't tried one?
Grabbing one. Yeah. We just got them in, so I know I'm getting one.
My favorite right now my favorite for the last year during development was a round nose fish. It's stock 6.0 round nose fish. I've been riding it predominantly in the pool. And then I have a 6.1 that I ride around here with the crowds and more, need more foam and more work. And then, but for my birthday a few weeks ago, we went back to the pool in Texas and I just grabbed a stock 6.0 or 6.1 retro tripper and just absolutely fell in love with it with the 2+1 setup. It's a black board and we were in Waco. The water was 90 and the air was 105. So I put a front grip on it. I hadn't used a front grip in like 25 years. And it only took me a couple jump ups to my feet a couple times and I got my feet in the right spot and I became really comfortable with it and really enjoyed the front foot grip.
So on your round nose fish, what fins are you using?
I was using on the round nose fish, I was using the Mick Fanning 2+1, the white ones. And on the retro tripper, I'm using my Evil Twin 2+1 with future fins.
I like those fins. Those things are mean.
Yeah, we're bringing out a smaller size of those too. And we're also bringing out as an Evil Quad. So pretty soon we're bringing out a smaller size because those Evil Twins are pretty big. So we're releasing a medium. And then we're also releasing a medium plus 2 trailers. It's going to be more like the Evil Quad.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Right on. Thank you very much for breaking down the construction.